I want to start off by saying, first I want to thank all the sponsors. I really want to thank all the sponsors that covered this event. It was an amazing event, and as you guys can see behind me on the screen, there's so many different sponsors, and it's a lot. But I want to thank all the sponsors, Rising, Zeus. It's front row. There's so many people behind these events, and so many people that work on my team that's behind helping me get to this point. So I really just want to say thank you. I really want to thank the fans in the UK, the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom is an unbelievable place, unbelievable fan base, and I couldn't thank you guys enough. My team, you guys, and everybody know I have a huge team. The support that I get from my team, just the support that I get, just 130 people flying out to support me is
137.
Well, 137 people. I don't know the exact number, but I was close. 137 people coming out from the U.S. to show love, to show support. I'm very, very thankful. I'm glad that 3 of my 4 children was able to come, and I was with them yesterday. I was able to spend time with them for my birthday, so that was great. Yesterday was probably one of the best days of my life because I was able to spend time with my children, and that's who count the most. And I'm pretty sure you guys got questions. I don't mind asking questions, but I want to thank, everybody on this podium up here. We go through a lot of ups and downs, a lot of arguments behind the scenes, but we are about results, and we get great results. So everybody that's on this podium up here with me, I want to say thank you. And of course, my team out there and all the people that's behind the scenes, I want to say thank you because I didn't do it by myself. And of course, I have to give thanks to my trainer, Gerald Tucker. And you do an unbelievable job, one of the best trainers in boxing. And it's another guy that don't get his props. I got to give guys props. Bob Ware, DeJuan Blake, Gerald Tucker, Davon Boson. These all my nephew, all these people that's working behind the scene. And they say my right-hand man, Pirilla, a.k.a. the Harlem Hot Boy. But, to the public, James McNair. Just everybody up here, I just want to say thank you, for real. I genuinely mean it. We got a great team. We go through a lot, thank you, but we get the job done, and when it's time to perform, I give you guys what you want to see.
Aaron Chalmers wants him to sign this for the press. These are Aaron's gloves that he fought with.
Let's see.
There's 3, but I think one's his coach's.
So I'm pretty sure you guys got a lot of questions. I'm willing to answer questions about my fight. And don't ask me about if I'm coming out of retirement. Because I'm not.
Sure. Floyd, was this a successful trip to the UK, and will you be back to the UK?
I think we had fun. We gave the fans excitement. At least I think so. They was happy, they was cheering, and he was applying pressure, pushing the envelope. What else can I say?
Did you rate him as a fighter?
I can't, I'm not here to rate nobody because he could fight me another day. It could be totally different. So different days you feel different ways.
Right, do you think your motto? Happy birthday for yesterday, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
So your motto has always been hard work and dedication.
And
I've lived by that, from you.
Everybody got to live by that. You know why? Because whatever you want to do in life, you got to work extremely hard. You got to work extremely hard. I didn't get to where I got to not working hard, so you got to work extremely hard, and you got to be dedicated to whatever you're trying to do, in life. So that's why I always say hard work and dedication.
Thank you.
Like in terms of upcoming exhibition bouts, obviously you've been very active recently.
More than that, hey, more than when I was fighting.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel honestly I'm the most active guy, even though I'm not in the sport of I'm not
In the pros.
actually fighting anymore. I'm doing exhibitions. It's still somewhat like a fight. I'm the most active fighter in boxing.
And there's a lot of exciting names out there, you know. Jose Aldo was talked for a potential exhibition bout.
That was false information.
That's not in
That's
dispute.
not true at all.
You're not interested?
I didn't say that. See, that's where the media go putting words in my mouth that I didn't say.
Yeah, that was a question. Are you interested?
That wasn't a question.
You get one question.
That was a question.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
But that was something that I believe somebody that was connected to my camp made up, and then it started just floating around. I never knew nothing about this.
Just as a fight fan myself, I would say the build-up to the fight with Conor McGregor was the most exciting build-up that I've seen in combat sports, and I would love to see a rematch. Would you ever be interested in a rematch, whether it was an exhibition or pros? I know you mentioned you don't want to talk about
I'm just happy with how our results tonight, you know. I'm not here to talk about who I'm fighting tomorrow. Tonight I came to perform. I came to the UK. We don't know where we may go from here. That may be the last one. We just don't know. We get calls on the daily, 30, 40, 50 calls a day about coming to different countries and competing and fighting and entertaining people. I take my hat off to the guy tonight. Super, super tough. Super tough. And like he said, you know, somebody showed me something, you know, just now. Somebody showed me something. When he was trash talking. I'm proud of him. Very, very proud of him. Happy. He was a game opponent. He came to fight. You know, just I got so much experience. Just so much experience. So it's just certain movements. You know, I know the ring inside out. It don't matter what turf we on. We could be in Tokyo. We could be in the UK. You give me gloves. You give me a ring. You know, I know how to get around the ring and maneuver the best way I can.
In terms of the excitement you get from competing in there, you know, you're a showman, you love giving the fans a show to behold. How difficult is it actually walking away from the sport? Because you've done it once. You said, you know, this might be your last one.
Well, it's not. Well, you know, my philosophy is I was really taking a lot of punishment. Then I wouldn't be doing exhibitions. Remember, my philosophy is never stop getting it. You know, we look at certain individuals like Bill Gates and Warren Buffett. You know, I talked about this before. They're able to make money and billions of dollars, and people still buy their products. People still support them. You know, Warren Buffett is what, in his 90s, is still making billions. So as soon as, you know, like me, I made so many smart investments. I make a ton of money, you know, outside the ring. But I like doing this. It keeps me in shape. It keeps me motivated to keep working hard every day. You know, I like it. You know, I don't like it to the point to where I want to fight a grueling 12 rounds, you know, 36 minutes. Absolutely not. But to come sometimes and do 3 rounds. Sometimes we do 3 rounds. Sometimes we do 6. Sometimes we do 8. To come back and have a little fun and entertain the people, I'm okay with that. But if, like I said before, if I'm in there and I'm taking brutal punishment and bloody nose, cut eye, broken ribs, then you know what? I'm like, yo, this ain't for me.
Floyd, do you wish you would have maybe come here during your pro days for like a world title fight or something like that?
Well, it's a little different. It's a little different. You know, in the U.S., you know, even like when I spoke with my team, you got to realize, I guess when it's time to buy, when you buy tickets over here, they don't really want to spend money. You know, in America, we don't mind spending money when we want to go to an event, no matter what the price is. We like to spend money. So in the UK, I don't mind coming to perform for you guys. But remember, you know, look at my age, and I'm coming to give you guys a show. I put on a show for you. So, you know, when you put on a show just like Michael Jackson or Michael Jordan, LeBron James, anybody like that, Usher, Chris Brown, when we put on a show, we want to be paid for what we do.
But you've been a pay-per-view fighter here ever since the Ricky Hatton fight, and you've seen the Anthony Joshua fights and the Tyson Fury fights. Could you have maybe done one of those big stadium fights in England over the years?
I believe so. Unbelievable. So you got to realize we did this in 1 month. Not even we did this in not even a full 4 weeks, and we had a crazy turnout. You know, if we had a little bit more time, I think the tickets should have went on sale a lot faster. But a lot of these guys, my new team is still learning. So I got to take my hat off to them. It's not their fault. It's just like when we fight in the U.S. Soon we announce the fight, the tickets is on sale. You know, here we announce the fight and the tickets didn't go on sale to a week later or 2 weeks later. Then they released a few tickets, which is, I don't point fingers I don't like to point fingers and say, well, it's his fault and it's his fault. You know, we work together as a team, so I fought all of us together.
Floyd, listen, I appreciate you today, and I want to ask you, what you got left to give to the sport of boxing? You got money, you could just go into the sunset and enjoy yourself, and I respect you as a boxer. What you got left to give to this? Exhibition fights, money, or just respect, because the respect's there already. You don't need to fight no more. You made enough.
I just spoke.
More money's more money.
No, I just spoke about this.
Yeah.
Listen, you're entitled to say what you want to say. Yeah. What you're successful with, I may not be happy with. So nobody out there can judge me
100%.
For what I do and for how I want to live. You know, my thing is this, what everybody must know in this room, okay? It's not cheap to have private jets. You hear what I said? The key word you said. I put the S on the back of that. It's not. So it's not cheap. It's not cheap. It's not cheap to have private jets, okay? So I have, you know, it's not cheap to have 42 houses, okay? It's not cheap to have 100 vehicles. Okay, 43, 42.
43.
It's close. we can say 40, whatever.
It's $25
right?
million.
But the thing is this: if I'm happy, and I'm not getting in nobody else's way, and I'm not telling nobody else how to live their life, I'm not telling them about their success. It's okay for let me say a singer. We use Aretha Franklin. She's still singing and doing shows and traveling the world and making money. So I'm doing the same thing, but in a different way. Now, like I just said, if I didn't have my faculties, remember, I retired from the sport of boxing. The sport of boxing didn't retire me. I mean, you got to know this, and I really want you to be smart, okay? I have a house. I have a $100 million house in Beverly Hills. Okay.
Go back 10, Floyd.
Huh?
Go back 10.
No. I'm saying just one of my properties is $100 million. Okay. So we just say, imagine just the taxes on that alone. So and I can pay that with ease. I can pay that with my weekly money that I make from my real estate. But if I'm happy, and my children is happy, and the rest of my family is happy, let me live my life the way I want to live my life. Because if y'all talking about, if you got everything you want to retire, why are you doing this? Then you want to see me. That's why you came here. So you can witness a piece of this greatness.
Listen, one thing, I'm a fan of you. Don't worry, no negativity. I'm a fan of you, man.
Yeah, so listen, if I was, guess what? When I want to witness greatness, I go see it. Whether it's on a basketball court, it could be on the soccer field. We're in the UK, on the football field, or American football. If I want to witness greatness, I go. So if I want to live my life and do exhibitions and travel the world and have fun, let me live.
Guys, 2 more questions.
No, let them ask.
You always talk about the importance of how much props you give to your team and the power of teamwork. What secrets would you give in terms of for those who are trying to build a team like yourself?
Well, everybody live their life different. So, my team ain't cheap. So, to have this type of team, it costs. But you got to realize, it's a lot of heavy hitters on my team. You know, we got.
How do you start from the
belief. Just timing, belief, faith, trial and error. That comes with the territory. A round of applause for this. He's dressed a lot better than I am. You know,
It was for your birthday. This is how I wanted it.
I mean, he's a tough competitor. I mean, y'all gotta give him a round of applause, a hell of a round of applause. I mean, this tough. I mean, you tough as nails.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So, like I was saying, as far as the team, everybody needs something different. You know, with everything we do in life, we work our way from the bottom to the top. So, in this trial and error in everything we do, so all I did was work my way from the bottom to the top. You know, each and every day I still learn. I don't know it all. You know, I'm not perfect. Even though I got a perfect boxing record, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. Each and every day I try to become a better person. You know, if I could be the best father in the world, I try to be, but I feel like I'm a great father, but I could be better. You know, I want me and my children to spend a lot more time together, you know, but they're all adults and they got their own lives, but still, you know, we talked about that yesterday. I told them, they said, Dad, let's go eat for your birthday. But you know, yesterday I wanted to rest because my sleep is kind of thrown off. Because normally when you competing, when you do international fighting, it's best to get over. It's best to get over to the country at least 2 weeks. You know, we came over just a few days, so my sleep was kind of thrown off. So I want to apologize to my children for not going to eat with them yesterday, and because they wanted to take me out for my birthday, but. You know, when we get home, like I said before, I want us to spend a lot more time. But I'm happy that, you know, we have a close family because we see each other, you know, every day. So, you know, that's a blessing in itself. So I'm happy with that.
Floyd, how do you celebrate your birthday? And are you going to be partying again tonight?
How I celebrate my birthday? I feel like every day is each and everybody in here birthday. When we are able to wake up and see another day. That's a blessing in itself, so we can never take nothing for granted. So just waking up is a blessing.
Just wondered, obviously, people face adversity. People can put challenges to you, obstacles all the time. How do you overcome the next obstacle and next challenge?
Well, every day. I feel like every day we wake up, all of us, we're faced with a choice. We got a choice and we got a chance. Take advantage of it. Make the right choices, and take advantage of the chances that you get in life to become successful. You're never too old. Never count yourself out. Just continue to work hard and continue to believe.
Floyd, how much time do you give yourself to actually reflect on your accomplishments? Because when people are chasing the dreams and constantly chasing the next success, everyone finds it hard to actually reflect on what they've already accomplished. And given that you've accomplished more than any fighter in the sport of boxing, do you ever have a day and just think, I actually did that?
Well, we talked about this earlier, me and a couple of my friends, because I want to say friends, because the people that I was riding with to the event were my friends. It's not just the 50 fights. I want everybody to know. A fighter can retire 80-0. But it's what I did in those 50 fights that they don't understand. I broke almost every record in just 50 fights. You know, just being able to become my own promoter. And I got a lot of slack from it. You know, when I wasn't my own boss and somebody else was the boss of me, they loved me. But once I wanted to call my own shots and do things my way, the world hated me. You know, they make sure it seemed like they sent a blog out to every social media, every blog site in the world and said, let's hate Floyd Mayweather. But like I said before, I don't live for the world, I live for myself. You know, you cannot make people happy. You have to be happy within yourself. So each and every day I wake up, I'm happy with myself. You know, like I said before, I want to become better. You know, we all make mistakes. I'm not perfect. You know, a lot of times you hear a lot of negative things, but once again, remember this. I'm in the public eye. And anytime you hear something, a lot of times that's negative, just because I was outspoken when I was selling a fight, doesn't mean I'm guilty. You know, never dislike a person that you don't really know. You know what I'm saying? So we can't do that. I have a great father. You ever look at things like this? Sometimes I look and say this to myself. It's so crazy that my Uncle Roger and my dad, every time we went out there in that square circle, we were successful. We went against all the best trainers, but my dad and my uncle never got trainer of the year. So I'm just saying we have to know that they're very, very biased in the sport of boxing. It's a lot of racism in the sport of boxing, and we deal with it every day. But I'm Floyd Money Mayweather, and you know I only see one color, and that's green.
Floyd, you competed against like the best in the world, Canelo, Pacquiao.
Yes.
Talk to me about Aaron Chalmers, please.
I mean, man, my words to him: never stop believing in yourself. You confident. Today is we had fun, but just remember this: I got just so much experience. It's not really that he's not a hell of a fighter. It just I got so much experience. I've been in there with some of the best fighters. You know, you got the top 10 fighters in the world. I think one is Oscar De La Hoya, and one is Manny Pacquiao. From I didn't do the rating. I didn't do the ratings. I'm just going by how BoxRec has it. I was able to beat two of the best fighters. I mean, on the list, we talking about the 10 best fighters ever. That's what they say. And I was able to beat two of the fighters of the 10, and of the 9, because I'm number 1. Not bragging about it, but y'all know it's the truth. But I want to tell him, for him to have a great career, I want him to just box a couple guys that's kind of green like him. You know, slowly build it up. Fight a lot of guys that's green, and then you're gonna get a lot of experience. And what he need to do when he in the gym is box guys that have a lot of experience. But when he fight, the guys that he fight, let them be kind of a little bit green. But the guys that he spar, not always, because you don't want brutal work always. Because when I go to the gym, I know you guys seen me working with the YouTuber. I didn't know he was a YouTuber. They just told me, Floyd, you boxing this guy today. Because when we go to our gym, we got so many fighters, so much good work. And they was like, this is who you boxing. And I'm like, who is he? They said, I ain't know. I just said, okay, I box. I said, I just want to work on my jab, work on my skills. But I want him to keep working hard, keep believing. Got a good coach, a great coach right there. Anytime they call my team and they want some advice, I'm here for them. I want them to keep pushing themselves. Good luck with your daughter Monday.
Son, thank you very much.
Good luck with your daughter Monday. A great father, because that's the main thing that he talked about. Like we say, the mother always get a lot of props, but the fathers don't get props. Us fathers, we're gonna continue to work hard, and I push all of us, because all of us up here, I'm pretty sure are fathers, and if we're not, we will be fathers someday. Continue to be great, that's all, and treat your family nice, and just be the best that you can be.
Floyd, I gotta ask you, is there any part of you wish that maybe you were a little bit younger and another legendary fighter in Ali was alive and a little bit younger? You could have an exhibition with him. Think of astronomical, the numbers generated, the build-up would be something else as well. Is there any part of you like wish that?
Absolutely not, because every fighter had his era. That's what's so great about the sport. That's even like with the football over here. Every football player got his era, and that's what's so great. We have to have him for that era. So, without him, it wouldn't be no Floyd Mayweather. So no disrespect to none of the champions that paved the way for me to be where I'm at today. I take my hat off. Me and Sugar Ray Leonard, we always speak on the phone. It's just so many champions. Even though we have a lot of champions, a lot of past fighters that do a lot of take a lot of shots at me and extremely jealous of me. I'm not jealous of them. I'm proud of those fighters that paved the way for me, because I wouldn't be where I'm at. And I'm happy that I was able to share the ring with so many legendary fighters. To become a great fighter, you had to become great. You had to fight great fighters. You had to fight good fighters. So I wouldn't be where I'm at if it wasn't for the certain guys that paved the way for me today.
Last question.
Yeah, Floyd.
How do you build your resilience and how do you get your branding skills? How do you, your branding is quite unique, how do you come up with the ideas?
Wait, what?
Your resilience, how do you build your resilience? And how do you get your branding skills?
I'm just saying, I mean, everything as far as boxing, I want to say this. I was already blessed with fast feet and fast hands. Very, 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 very athletic. I could have done any sport. Always when I go in the room, I dissect the whole room. In any room. So I dissect the boxing ring. Before I even get in, I can dissect everything. I can see a fight. As soon as I come out, a guy can throw one shot and I can say, I know what it is. That's how much experience I got. As far as building my brand, I want to build a brand. You know, I don't care if it's the Mayweather brand or the TMT brand. I want to build a brand where I can have a voice and nobody can mute me. Far as different brands, I never want to have a major brand on my back. I don't want to sign a deal to a major brand because I don't want nobody to control me. I always wanted to be my own boss. So once I bought myself out of my contract for $750,000, I always want to be my own boss and have my own voice. Everybody's not gonna like what I say, but I would rather be hated for telling the truth than loved for telling a lie.
Well, do you see yourself potentially working with Aaron in the future? You spoke about some of the people he wants to fight. He's very complimentary towards you.
Yes, I mean, of course. You know, of course. We don't mind. We like working with everybody. You know, we don't mind signing them. And exactly what we can do, we can build them. We can build them. We can turn them into something nice. You know, just by me just moving around with him for 16 minutes, I'm like, oh, I said, yo, he got some shit with him.
I'll take that.
Floyd, how close was you fighting Prince Naseem Hamed?
Actually, it's so crazy that me and Prince Naseem Hamed, he don't get the props that he truly deserves. You know, we still speak on a regular basis. Hell of a showman. And a lot of the people in the UK forget about him. You know, we need to give him his flowers. You know, unbelievable. One of the best fighters to come from the UK, if not the best.
So was that fight quite close then? Because there's an interview of yours where you said you wanted to fight Prince Naseem.
Well, if you go back and look at my interview when I was Pretty Boy Floyd, I mean, I wanted to fight everybody. And then once I became Money Mayweather, everybody wanted to fight me because, you know, you can get a crazy payday. So that's just how it works. That's how the ball rolls.
Thank you.
Floyd, I have to ask you as well, you know, a former foe and a pretty good mate of yours, Ricky Hatton, he had an exhibition bout in November against Pereira. Did you see that? And if you did, what did you make of it? And is it nice to see him back in there as well?
Well, actually, my cousin showed me a clip. And the clip that he showed me of the fight was I loved it. His walk to the ring, he had a walker. So he had a walker, and I'm proud that he was able to get his weight down, just health purposes. So I'm glad that his weight was down. I don't know if it went back up, but his weight came down, and they put on a good show. I'm proud of him.
In terms of the atmosphere for that one in your career, was that the all-time best? Ricky Hatton in Vegas, 2007.
I don't really want to say that. You know, we had some electrifying fights, you know, throughout my career. You know, just with me competing right now and still working, you know. It's since 1996 to now, it's 27 years. I've been competing as a professional. Had my first had my first professional fight in 1996. I had my first amateur fight in 1987.